So as you can tell from the title, we finally have a new project that we're gonna go ahead and announce on this channel. It's not one, but it's technically two, because me and Jirath bought the same project, so we'll both be working on them at the same time. So we happened to get these like a month ago, and we've been driving them ever since. I love mine. I've been driving it pretty much every day. It's common and uncommon, you just don't see it every day. The community of this platform has definitely grown a ton, and it's moving in a cool direction. It's definitely different from the content that you've normally seen on this channel. For one thing, I will tell you, it is not a BMW, but we kept it within the Euro family, so that's kind of a hint. Aside from going to the track, having fun with our sports cars that we've had, like the M3, the STI, BRZ, all that within our timeline of having cars, we've grown to enjoy off-roading. That's another hint. And we wanted to get into another project and think of another build that we could start to continue this off-roading journey, or whatever you want to call it. So without further ado, I introduce to you the new project. So right behind me is my new to me 2009 Porsche Cayenne S. This is the project me and Jirath are both taking on, but this is mine, and he also has his own. So you're going to be able to see two Cayennes getting fully built the way we want it, but with, you know, our different tastes, pretty much. Jirath's going to kind of help me do this full walk around of the Cayenne and, you know, tell you a little bit more about it.
So let's start with the car. So this car is a 2009 Porsche Cayenne.
Yeah.
And it's the 4.8 engine, which is the V8. So this is called, did I say the 957?
No, you didn't say that.
Oh, okay. So they call it 957, which is from the year of 2008 until the year of 2010. So it's pretty much like a facelift version of the 955. So what's new about this car is the headlights. So it's more aggressive, and then they came in, was it three different engine options?
Yes.
Which is the V6, the V8, this one, and then the GTS, and then the turbo.
Well, the GTS is also the V8.
The V8.
Just
yeah.
non-turbo.
Just non-turbo, but focused more on like track oriented. So we picked a car that has no air suspension. Yes. So that's one thing we don't want to deal with.
That's a huge thing that we didn't want to deal with.
So no air suspension, no turbo. We don't need all of that since we're going to be lifting it anyway. Well, I kind of like the 957 because the tail lights, it's like LED, so it's kind of like modern. So
basically what we wanted to do is we wanted to do the most, I guess you could say, quote unquote, reliable spec. Which means no air suspension with no turbo on the V8. We'll pop the hood really quick.
Don't get me wrong, V6 is pretty reliable engine too, but yeah, we just need the noise.
Yeah, we wanted to have that nice V8 sound. You can't deny this. European V8 is just something else. So here is the 4.8 liter V8. It did get a bump in power from the previous 955. For one, these sound really good. These make a decent amount of power. Obviously, if you have the turbo version, you're going to be going a hell of a lot faster, but we just didn't want to deal with any of the issues.
You might ask why we picked the Cayenne, right? So it does come with the center diff lock, and it also comes with low range transfer case too.
So these are very off-road capable. Obviously they created the Trans-Siberia version. These are meant to be off-road, and they're meant to be taking on the road less traveled. So to kind of like really quick differentiate mine versus Jirath's, we did get the exact same engine and suspension spec. That is the Cayenne S. The Cayenne S doesn't come with airlift suspension or turbos. It's just the regular NA V8. You also do have the option of going V6, but obviously we decided to go V8. The biggest difference between mine and Jirath's, his is a 2008, mine is a 2009. Mine in particular is at 90,000 miles, and then Jirath purchased his at 115,000 miles. The good thing about it is we don't have to worry too much about these Cayennes. They're known to last a very long time as long as they are well taken care of. But going back to what I was saying, the color difference would be I have the gray on black interior, and then Jirath has the white with tan interior. Comes with OEM 19-inch wheels. These are obviously going to get changed out. I'm going to be doing a full unboxing of all the modification parts that we ordered, plus showing you later down the line what wheels we ended up going with, and just showing you the whole process. We already found a shop that we will be going with to be helping us with these modifications. Yes, we could technically do this, but we just wanted to make sure, since it's a new-ish platform, we wanted to make sure everything is done right and properly, because the last thing we want to do is go off-roading and be stranded because we've screwed something up for whatever reason. So with this project, it's not going to be so much of a DIY, maybe more towards the accessory side of things. For the most part, we want things to be one and done correctly. That way, you know, for the most part, the content is just going to be the enjoyment of it, taking it out, going to different places, and, you know, showing what it's capable of. Going back to the interior, it's nice, I would say. For 2009, these interiors and even exterior don't look as dated as, you know, you would think for most cars.
So for 2009, you would think, okay, car has like nothing, right? But well, this one does come with the screen, which I think Porsche called it like a PCM, whatever, and that's expensive option back then too. I think it was like $3,000. So it does come with the Bluetooth, the aux, and then the navigation, and then, you know, you got a Tiptronic, you know, transmission, 6 speeds, and then you get the paddle shifter, which is kind of like, you know, a weird paddle shifter.
Tiptronic. This is their, not paddle shifters, but the Tiptronic buttons.
You got you know, memory seats on both sides. Because think about it, back then, back in 2009, this car probably cost like what, 70K? Yeah. 70, 80K, depending on the options, and it's pretty much fully loaded. Yeah. What can I say? Yeah.
And for the back seats, has some room. Mine came with some aftermarket screens in the back.
Who's gonna watch?
Nobody's gonna be back here watching that. But obviously these seats fold down this way.
So it folds pretty flat. The way you fold it, you lift this up, right? Yeah. And then you would take the headrest off. There's a space for a headrest though, right here.
Yep, you can put it right back there.
Put it right there. Yeah.
Pull it. There you go.
Need some lift. Just put it right there. And then there's a little
release latch
right here.
And it folds down like that. Same thing on both sides.
You get a pretty flat surface. Yeah. Like some kind of car would be like angle it that way.
Yeah,
so
but for the most part, it's pretty flat, which is good.
Yep. If you ever want to sleep in it on a trail,
you
easy.
Can. Yeah.
For short people like me, I would fit there.
And then for the rear, has the electronic lift gate.
Mine is broken. Mine's broken.
Let's see, what else do we have in here?
We've got some
spare. Comes with air compressor, you know, your normal tools, wheel lock, a little 10 mil, 13 mil wrench, tow hitch. You have your 12 volt power outlets on both sides in the rear. And I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh, it does come with the Bose sound system, which is nice. But I know one thing you'll want to hear, at least for now, is the startup. So if Jirath can do the favors of giving her a startup, let's hear that stock V8 exhaust. But it sounds nice. You guys be the judge. Ooh.
That sounds pretty good. That's what I meant by V8 Germany.
Yeah. European V8, gotta love it. It sounds so good, even stock. Like that's, you know, stock muffler and everything. We do have plans to modify it a little bit, but for how it sounds, oh, you can't imagine. Yeah, that's it.
But inside, if you're a driver, you're a passenger, you cannot hear anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, we still have the M3. It is chilling right here. For those who aren't familiar with these, and for those who are, I guess, if you haven't seen people like, sorry if I'm butchering your last name, Harrison Schoen, he has his own YouTube channel. He has a 957 as well, and he's actually living out of it, which is respectable. It takes a lot to do that, and he's basically traveling everywhere in that Cayenne and just taking it places you would never even think of taking it, like Moab, Hell's Gate. It's insane. Definitely check out his channel if you've never seen it before. I'll put a link right here and down in the description. Definitely going to be a learning experience, and it's going to be a ton of fun because we want to set aside the time to start planning trips, going out of state, hitting different trails, just seeing what they're capable of, and they're capable of a lot. We have a ton of friends that are planning on going off-roading with us. A lot of content is going to be coming soon in that sort. We'll still be making BMW M3 content, you know, the E46 wagon stuff, but this is just another addition that, you know, we're gladly to announce.
Long time.
Yeah, we've been waiting a while as far as like finding the right ones. Luckily, we came across these within the last month or so, but we've been looking for a while to make sure we find the right ones to start with, and we finally found them, and now is the time to build them. So excited to show you guys. Hopefully you guys stay tuned. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and yeah, get ready for something a little different. I'll see you guys next time.